Trina, or the Prologue Rex, is one of the 5 feathered dinosaurs to appear in Jurassic World Dominion and is one of the many T-Rexes to appear in the Jurassic Park franchise. And I'm going to be honest here, she has to be my favorite one. Mainly because she's a feathered Rex, and for all of you who know me, I like feathered Rexes. But today I'm going to talk about everything good and bad about Trina, the Prologue Rex. First, I'm going to be talking about all the bad stuff, or inaccurate stuff about Trina. Then, I'll be talking about all the good stuff, or the accurate stuff about Trina, like I did with my Power Raptor and Therizinosaurus video. Alright, let me just get this out of the way so people don't have to comment down in the comments below. I already know that Trina is just Rexy's model, but without scars, is a dark shade of brown and feathers. I already know that. So that's why I'm going to be talking about how all of that is inaccurate. First, we're going to talk about the head. The head is too bulky, the crests look too much like weird pointy eyebrow ridges, the teeth are exposed and aren't covered by lips, and it's shrink wrapped. When in reality, T-Rex's head wasn't actually as round and bulky. You wouldn't see the fenestra, as the fenestra would have been covered by layers of skin. The crest would have probably been bigger, rounder, and actually colored in real life, and the real life animal would have had lips, well, to protect its teeth from bacteria. Next is the body. Since the body is way too thin and the head's all big and bulky, I'm kind of surprised of how this thing is able to support itself with a thin body, but a very big and bulky head. The body is too thin and gracile, when the real-life T-Rex would have been much more heavily built. Basically just really fat. The legs, body, neck, and tail would have probably been much thicker to support itself, unlike shown here with the Prologue Rex, where the legs are so skinny I'm surprised they haven't broken under its own weight. Next are the arms. Now, while the Prologue Rex does have its arms in the correct hand position, which is accurate, there's just one thing. They're too big. For me, the arms seem like they're too big and long, when in reality, T-Rex's arms were pretty short, as that's one thing T-Rex is famous for. It's pretty short arms. But in my opinion, the Prologue Rex's arms are just too big. Also, throughout the whole fight between the Prologue Giganotosaurus, Trina never uses her arms. Like, never once. They just kind of dangle from her body, which I find kind of dumb. T-Rex arms are actually really strong. How strong? Well, I don't know the mathematics for how much weight it can carry, because I'm not a frickin' genius. A T-Rex could pick up Nikocado Avocado very easily, like if it was a frickin' beach ball. Also, Trina losing to the Giganotosaurus in the Prologue sucks. I know it's for the movie, and the Prologue Giganotosaurus and Zeb are probably just this made-up species of Giganotosaurus, known as the American Giganotosaurus, but still. Alright, just to point this out of the way, T-Rex would totally beat Giganotosaurus in a fight. It has lots of advantages over it, and it's much larger. Alright, we're on to the positives now, since we're done with all the bad stuff. One thing I noticed about it is that the T-Rex's vision is probably improved, because in Jurassic Park they said that T-Rexes had bad vision, and we all know that's a lie since they had better visions than frickin' hawks. So I believe in the Prologue it saw the Giganotosaurus from like a mile away, since T-Rexes could see very well and very far away, so that's a good positive. Next are the arms. Now while the T-Rex's arms are too long and too big, they're in the correct hand position, which is a positive. They also have the correct number of fingers, which is 2 fingers. But I don't know if they did the correct length, with one of the fingers being small and the other one being longer than the other. But yeah, they got the hand in the correct position. That's pretty good. Next is the skin. Now the Prologue Rex, aside from being covered in lots of tiny scales, is portrayed to be covered in some downy fluff, which is pretty cool in my opinion. Now there has been T-Rexin that has been discovered, which showed that it's probably lots of tiny scales covering most of the T-Rex's body, or maybe featherless fleshy skin, like in cassowaries and roosters. This doesn't mean T-Rex didn't have feathers. Oh no, T-Rex probably did have some fluff, though it was most likely not covered all over its body. It most likely was just a sparse coating of feathering, like a mohawk or a cape. Now Trina, the Prologue Rex, accurately portrays this, having the correct type of skin. It's mostly covered in lots of tiny, smooth scales, which is accurate, while also having a sparse coating of feathering, which is both a really nice detail and is accurate. So that was a video talking about all the positive and negatives about my favorite T-Rex in the Jurassic Park franchise, Trina, or the Prologue Rex. Now, if I missed anything bad or good about the Prologue Rex Trina, then tell me in the comments below, because I would like to actually know. Anyways, that is all. The video is over, and yeah, goodbye. This is just an excuse to show this photo. I think it's cute.